1027 Talk You Can't Ignore. It's Opie and Anthony. Talking about the Flight 990 stuff.
Ooh.
Now they're saying that it's a possibility that one of the pilots decided to commit suicide and
I kill you
and bring
I kill you
and bring 216 people with him.
I am Tarbas. My tooth, my teeth, they're killing me. I must crash planes. Why you do this to me?
That's just a scary thought.
Yeah, you got to worry about every other thing that happens, the weather, mechanical failure, some F-up, and then you got a co-pilot that wants to cash it in.
Well, that's what they're thinking at this point. They can't confirm anything, but
yeah,
that's where they're leading lately.
Putting the information together, that's what they're the conclusion they're drawing.
They want to hand over the case to the FBI, so that's not good news.
Like, what are you going to do, though? Arrest the guy? Gee, it's done.
Nothing you can do at this point.
Oops.
That's just a scary thought.
I am Tarbas. I am pissed off. I am the Egyptian.
First, he said some kind of a prayer about death that they picked up on the tape, and then just put the plane into a nosedive.
Well, first of all, why did the other pilot leave?
They leave every so often. You've seen it. Haven't you seen that? You've been sitting in your seat. You see a pilot walk back. How you doing?
Never seen a pilot leave the cockpit.
He's still got the voice. Even in the aisle, like he's walking back, you're like, hey, look, it's the pilot.
How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just be walking to the back. Got to take a leak, and there's no bathroom up here in the flight deck, which used to be called the cockpit, but that's a pretty funny word. Please don't look to the rear of the aircraft. I'll be taking a leak, and the co-pilot's up there with his Thorazine. Lithium. Should be okay. You're in capable hands.
But this guy, it seems, was suicidal. Put the plane into a nosedive,
and the pilot gets back just in time to see him shutting off the engine.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
And then he gets that great. And then he tries to recover, pulls back on the stick, but I guess it was too late. And then someone shut the engines off. That's a good thing to do, I guess.
Who knows?
They say this plane approached the speed of sound before it busted up and crashed. And now they're saying it could be because the co-pilot was suicidal. If you're suicidal, please, find a rock, go behind it, and blow your brains out or something.
Don't take out other people, you selfish bastards.
That is selfish.
Selfish.
Crawl into a hole, do it yourself. This guy now, if this is true, and he commits suicide and takes along 216 people with him, he's the biggest mass murderer ever. That's just as bad as going into a place, opening fire, and then shooting yourself in the head. What's the difference? Only instead, could you imagine some guy walking into an office building and mowing down 216 people and then shooting himself in the head? That would be the hugest of huge story. But it's just a pilot committing suicide or something.
Right.
So it doesn't seem that weird, but it's just as bad. I mean, just as bad. This guy took 216 people with him.
Man.
Yeesh.
So they're handing it over to the FBI.
Yeah.
We're going to find out more soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just put the plane into a nosedive. Enjoy the scenery. If you look out the port side window, you'll see the wing rip off as we approach the speed of sound. Should be pretty exciting for the kids. If they want to look out the other side, the engine just ripped right off. It's flaming. That's it. Well, if you can't see up front, your windows are probably blocked by the fuselage skin that's peeling back like a banana peel. Very exciting sight to see. Look at the water. It's coming up pretty quickly. Get your prayers out of the way. Anything else? Maybe you want to jot down a quick note because we're all going to die. Thank you for flying Egypt Air.
Those guys are always under control.
Doesn't matter what.
Doesn't matter what.
I was laughing. I was watching some dopey movie, that movie about the sharks and stuff that came out. Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea, sure.
And it was the stereotypical chopper pilot. Chopper pilots, I mean, they're even better than the regular pilots, than airline pilots, because they are constantly just cool.
Right.
No problem.
Right.
There is a hurricane that they have to evac people off of this offshore laboratory. The wind is like 200 miles an hour, rain, they can't see anything. The pilot's just like,
ETA, 5 minutes.
And his face is just stumping. They never he looks over his co-pilot at 1 minute and goes,
holy I can't believe the weather. We're probably going to die. Just a little bit. Why don't you get those wipers on high? Look, flaming hail. Well, I've never seen this before, but I'm sure we could cut right through this. No problem. Your stewardess is going to come around with your last meal. As we plummet towards the water, try not to puke on your pals. Good thing. Your family's probably not going to get much more than a finger or anything, so you don't have to worry about anyone identifying you. That bang you're going to hear is the sound barrier. We've just crossed it. Stewardess just flew out the back of the plane. Big hole in the back of the plane. Very exciting for the kids. Just feel free to crap yourself. Of course, the no crapping light has been turned off. You're free to crap around the cabin.
Tammy, what's going on?
As a flight attendant, you know what the guys do?
What are they doing there?
Okay, the minute right after you take off, it goes into autopilot, and then after it goes to autopilot, they read books.
They read books?
It's all automated now, man.
They read books at every bump. I'm like, oh, what was that?
You know, you watch the movies and stuff, and you see like the pilot, okay.
This is the tower. You're clear to ascend to 30,000 feet.
And then he's like,
okay.
And you see him pull back on the stick. That doesn't happen. They have a dial with the altitude. They dial it in, push a button, the plane does the rest. It goes up to 30,000. And they're just reading books, playing cards. I read a whole thing on this. A typical flight from New York to L.A., and the pilot and co-pilot are playing cards. Cards.
No fish. Never mind, I got 4 jacks. Up here, watch the turbulence.
Yeah, they're always very calm. I'm very attentive to what the pilot's saying, too, and I hate that because a lot of times the air, somebody sitting next to you puts the air on so loud that I can't hear it, so you hear the bing, bing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm like, what are you saying? What, pilot? I can't hear you. Turn the fan off, damn it. He's talking to me. And I'm only catching, little words that are really alarming me.
Yeah. Fire engine 3. Total hydraulic failure. No landing gear. Have a nice flight, and we should be at our destination. A flame in the cabin. Burns her crisp.
I'm like, what? What did he say? I can't hear the pilot.
Matt, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Owen? Hey, listen, a year ago I was coming back from Jamaica on an Air Jamaica flight,
and
they flew an engine. And they had the Jamaican guy, I think he was smoking a spliff in the cockpit. and they're telling you how to prepare for a crash landing.
Are you serious?
Husbands are holding hands with their kids, praying and crying.
Oh, that's
wonderful.
wonderful.
Freaking out the people. And they put the bar away. I was like, where's the bar?
That's the time to bring it out.
I'm telling you. It's nuts. These crazy Jamaicans.
Yeah, man, we're gonna die. But we all die together. We all die together in a flaming crash. We're gonna die together. Have your kids, everybody. Smoke a spliff. These stewardess will now hand out the big spliffs. Smoke up, you won't even care. You're going to be ripped to shreds. Plane's full of fuel. You'll barely feel it when we hit the ground. Looks like a big joint blowing up, like a seed exploding in a big fat joint.
Man, and they tell you, take your shoes off, take your...
Is that why they always find shoes floating in the water? I always wonder that. God, it blew the shoes off them. No, they tell you to take them off.
Yeah. Nuts.
We're dying. We're dying in your flaming crash. We're dying. We're dying.
That's it.
Look at the wing. It's covered with bamboo.
Bill.
Hey, how you doing, One?
All right.
I got a theory on why that plane crashed.
Okay.
I'm thinking that the pilot had too much Slurpee, got a major brain freeze, and just couldn't handle it.
God damn.
I am Tarbash. I am pissed off. I am the Egyptian.
The plane went down. Oh, my God, I can't drink this no more.
That's it, man. That's it.
Ah! Wait! Ah!
You're out there.
This is your pilot Tarbas. We are going to be cruising at altitude 33,000 feet. As I told you that my life sucks. My wife will leave me. 3 camels die. And I stubbed my toe walking into cockpit. Very distraught today. Hey, pilot, why don't you go check the back of the plane? I will stay here and watch. I will stay here. No, I haven't even been thinking of turning off autopilot and engines and sending the plane into death dive at supersonic speeds. Wouldn't even dream of that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out your window, you will see our 767 engines ripping from the wings. Don't be alarmed. Just take your shoes off. Because that's what you do. Look, as we see the skin of the plane peel back like banana. Break voila. Here we go, into the water. Don't worry. You won't feel a thing. Oh, my tutors. I am Tarbas, the Egyptian magician, flying plane. Ah! I am Corky Amal. I'm so sad. Thank you. Good night.